Okay, who do you want to talk to?
I'm actually curious to talk to Wolfos in Texas.
Okay.
Wolfos is looking for advice on talking to a coworker about their flaws in reasoning.
Ooh, and Wolfos, I am creating your lower third graphic right now.
Wolfos, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I have actually relates to the very first caller that you guys had. The conversation you had with him was almost the exact conversation I had with them last night.
Interesting. Okay.
They're evangelicals, and we've had religious conversations before, but we didn't get anywhere. We hit a brick wall.
Mm-hmm.
But they were willing to listen to me, and they came to the correct conclusions about ancient aliens and time traveling Nazis. We were watching Ancient Aliens, and I was showing them his reasoning and all the resources he was using while he was ignoring all of the reasonable science that was there right in front of him too.
Uh-huh.
And they were ready, hook, line, and sinker, just follow him down his rabbit hole and just accept it. But I showed them that that's not how you do this. And yeah, they weren't taking in the actual evidence. They were taking in the conspiracy theory side of it. And since he was smiling and nodding the whole time, they were smiling and nodding right along.
Right.
Yeah.
And I want to figure out a way to work that toward the way they're thinking about their religion too. I don't want to disrupt their bedrock at all. But they accepted me into their house and were willing to listen and talk. And we spent 4 hours worth of critiquing Ancient Aliens, but it was something that we could do. And it actually, I think it progressed them forward a little bit. I just didn't know if this is the right way to go about it.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good way to go about it. As long as it's understood that these kinds of topics are on the table between you and your coworker, that is a really good way to start, because a lot of the time there's this protective instinct that comes into play when we're talking about like big worldview shifting conversations, very much like our last caller, this concept of, oh, I don't know if I even want to talk about this or if I want to believe this. I would rather just have this belief because it makes me feel good. But that doesn't apply to things they're not as attached to. And so you can start to have these conversations around skepticism and, reasoning and rationality on less fraught ground, and get them involved in that thought process and have them feel good about solving problems and coming up with the right conclusion before you start bringing in, the more intense conversations.
Yeah.
Right. Because when I was talking to the husband, he started bringing up a documentary he saw, but he was using. Yeah.
Hey, Wolfos, just really quickly, there's a ton of comments in the live chat that are wondering, are you talking to these coworkers at work?
We discussed before work when they show up to relieve me. I'm a third shifter. They show up bright and early in the morning.
People are like, I don't know if you want to do that at work. So just a
I have zero fear here in Texas, though. Every single one of my customers is very evangelical, but I am still willing to stand my ground right there for 8 hours and have a conversation with them.
Damn, it's nice to have a job that you can do that.
Oh, I'm a clerk at a gas station in the middle of the night.
Okay, well,
so I get. Go ahead.
That sounds like an amazing mini series. Just being the third shifter at a gas station in the middle of the night, talking with people who come in. I
had a really good friend who had that job, and yeah, we would just stay outside and smoke cigarettes until the sunrise. I have a suggestion, Wolfos. If you haven't done it before, when you're talking to them, try implementing things that you know that they can use elsewhere. So let's say that they engage in a fallacy when they're talking about one of their points. Then especially do it if it's true. If somebody uses, I don't know, an ad hominem, this person is a bad person, therefore they're wrong. Then what you can do is you can say, hey, you know what? I agree with you that this person's wrong about this thing, but the way you've structured that actually doesn't work. And so next time we talk, could you find another way to say that does not include an ad hominem? Because if you have to rely on bad reasoning, then you might need to rethink it. And so each time you talk to them and they do, what's another really good one? The
equivocation.
Equivocation fallacy. Sure, absolutely. Hey, you know what? The way you talked about that, the structure of it is equivocation. Here's an example of equivocation, and I know you disagree with it just like I do. So let's find a way to approach this that doesn't use that equivocation. And as they come to you, I still believe in aliens, but I realized that I was, using some bad reasoning. So here's another argument. Then you look at it together. Hey, you know what? Yeah, I really, you're bringing it to me in different ways that have, less and less of the bad reasoning pieces that you had at the beginning. And that can help them a lot when they take it with them into every other part of their life.
And you're absolutely correct, because we actually started talking about politics this way the first time, and they've approached me many different ways with their politics now. Mm-hmm. And they've used deductive reasoning that they realize many different things about the way that we're voting. And I explained to them, like, you should look into what you're actually voting for.
And if you do come across a point that, especially if you can find where you were wrong, or where you go, hey, I should really look up more evidence. Hey, you know what? I didn't think about it that way. Let me look it up. If you can model that behavior, they are infinitely more likely to reflect that behavior back at you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you guys for doing this, and congratulations on season 2.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Yay.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for calling in. It sounds like you're doing... for lack of a better term, the Lord's work.
Oh, God.
Fair enough. I'm hoping to be a regular caller here.
Wonderful. All right. Well, we look forward to talking to you again.
Well, I just started using Twitter because of you guys.
Nice.
I got back into Twitter. And now I've joined your Discord, and I'm thinking, why not stay up a little bit extra and join you guys on Discord after this, too?
Beautiful.
Well, we'll talk to you then.
All right.
All right. We'll see you guys.
Bye. That's fun.
Yeah.
I've converted someone into a Twitter user. I like it.